Here we go. 50, green.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. When they failed on that 3rd down play, that brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And now a fair catch called for, and he'll indeed take it at about the 6-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to get that big advantage early. That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Off of play action, it's Watson. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. And again, it's Chubb. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Here we go on 4th. Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Lance now on 1st down. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ready, break. Hey, go steal.
Check 50. Bang, 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 bang. Check 13.
First down, here's Mitchell. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Yellow, 22. Randall. Steal. Check steal. Ready.
They'll run with Mitchell. And And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Lance going to sneak it, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Niners are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Drive about to get started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Watson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Check. Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Watch this. 55. Watch the
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Watson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
This is it. 18. Get your swarm on. Switch.
To throw is Watson. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk.
And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there at 22. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Lance now on first down.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
On first down, Lance. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted.
Greedy Williams picks it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a first down throw. Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
It's a game of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44, Watson Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Chubb will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Hunt going to run for it. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. McCaffrey running up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 79 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Hey, check Mega.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now they'll throw with Lance. And his throw is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. To throw, it's Lance. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. Fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ready. Hey, confused.
Check. Check 3.
Hey.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Check.
Strike. Check. What?
Here we go with McCaffrey. Room here to run. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Where they were on the field, kind of no man's land. Do you like the call?
I love the call. Almost had to go for it there, right? Because of what you just described. Too far for the field goal. Too short for the punt. You might punt in the end zone and just give them good field position anyway. Let's go for it. Plus, they were moving the ball. They had confidence that they could pick up this last bit of real estate.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Strike. Check. Strike. Ready, go.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the 49ers are set up now with a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Oh, I think the Niners got it back. Yes, San Fran recovers. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Okay, break.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. On 1st down, they go back to Mitchell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here we go, 37's the mic. Mic 37. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lance. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now. There's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football. But a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot. So what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. A gain of 18 and a new set of downs.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ultra.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he is into the end zone. The conversion attempt is good. And that'll give him an 8-point lead here in the 4th. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Watson. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Faking the give, now Watson. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Rush in. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Hey, go Fury.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Lance back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
126 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done.
Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though, a few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Cleveland. The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here we go. 45. One.
All day, baby, all day. Mike 13. Mike 13.
Claws red.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Ready, go.
On play action, Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Let's go. 52 blue.
He's coming. Check in. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
6. Mega.
13. Mike 13.
Right, ready.
Throwing again on second down.
Lance. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out.
He's coming. He's coming. Check in. Hey, let's get in them holes. Mike 13. Mike 13. Let's go.
Ready, go.
Throwing on first down is Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
60 yards.
And the Niners put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Geno now to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Out routes are always timing routes. And if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing now is Geno. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III.
And some space to move right away as he's all the way up to the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Smith. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant, 28 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Yeah, let's get a sack.
Hey, green.
Shift. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Now Lance. Under a heavy rush, possession. Down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And Lance's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Here's Lance to throw it.
Flushed out right.
The same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. A tight one. 8-7 our score after one on EA Sports.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go, defense. Who we got?
Check 99. Check 99.
Check safety.
Mega.
Big edge. Check nickel.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off of play action. Here's Smith.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and he's going to lead to 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Lance. Flush to his right. Able to haul it in is Kittle. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Niners are once again back in front.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here.
Hey, go through. Watch the safety creep. Shit. Yellow, go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the
Blue, go. Ready, go.
They go with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both of your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
Cougar 19. Check, hurt. 52, check 3.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. From the 44, Smith. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
48.
To the air again, Smith. Finding Walker complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's got room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. Again, Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
They're going to try and run. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Eluding the pressure right. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
As soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that felt...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to have it here at their own 15. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check him.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Here we go, set. 10 black. Screen. Ultra. Go ultra. Kill. Trouble, 38. Hey, turn it up. Check 50, check 50. Bang. Field, black. Check 13. Check. Mike 13. Hey, blue. Check in.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
Cut.
A final shot before half for Lance. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back. Set for quarter number 3 here. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Left side complete to Lockett. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Smith. They'll roll him out right. This is the tight end fan. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Smith.
And this a quick slant to Lockett. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Walker will take this into the end zone for a Seahawk touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Lance now on 1st down. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Throwing now is Lance.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Lance finding Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Lance going to throw. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field.
Down inside the 10.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They'll run with Mitchell. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Ready, go.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd.
So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and it just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now Geno on 1st down.
And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 31-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Let's go now.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashad Penny, 27 yards. And the Seahawks answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Here we go, here we go.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
On 2nd and 7.
Lance looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Over the middle, and he's got Gray.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
And Lance now to throw.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Lance and Kittle in sync for the 49er first.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Rabbit. Watch the ship. Hey.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the interception, here's Smith.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno keeps himself upright. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Here's Smith.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Ready, break.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Kennedy lying. 19 tight.
Smith now to throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 20-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Smith throwing again.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Smith. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Smith on third down.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on fourth down but come up empty.
But I actually like the call. And the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey.
104 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Lance looking to throw. Oh, a great grab by Kittle.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Lance back to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win. And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here.
Now Lance.
It's caught at the 1. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
from just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Niners are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here we go. Here we go. 33. Yellow.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Let's go. Flat. 95. White. White.
56.
No.
49. Check 49. Check 49.
Hey, red.
56, the mock, boys, 56. Check that.
One final try now for Lance. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Off of play action, here's Lance. And incomplete to open things up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive line, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down. He's got it to Matthews, complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Drill, 52.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 37 yards. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Browns nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. To throw is Watson. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson now to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now Lance.
And Matthews makes the grab. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Check 52. Check smash.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
To throw, it's Lance.
Flush to his right.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Here we go. Whip. Watch the whip.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lance connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here we go. 43.
Come get some. Come on here. Come on.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
You. Green Jack.
You're not ready.
Hurry.
Touchdown, defense.
From the gun on third down, Lance. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Normally on third down, to your tight end, it's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
Like 22 is coming. 22 is coming.
Now Lance again. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stripe.
Check 15.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
78 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On first down, it's Watson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Steps away to his left.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Up the gut, McCaffrey.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On first and 10, here's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the 49ers take a 3-touchdown lead. Gold with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Watson. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go.
Wide, get wide.
On 4th down, Watson sliding out of the pocket. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga.
Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
On play action, Lance.
He'll buy some time right. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Add this gain to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Max 22, Max 22. Let's go.
Throwing now is Lance.
Forced out to his left.
That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it is 28-0.
Niners 28, Browns nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
The kick by Gould is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up. Perfect situation.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. 123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. Black, 95. Ultra. Hut.
1st down, here's Mitchell. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And now they'll throw with Lance. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown! George Kittle with a touchdown grab from Trey Lance. And the 49ers extend their lead yet again. Gold with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Drive about to get started.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Escaping the pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And this time he is in. Nick Chubb taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Browns are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Max 22, Max 22. I got it. Hatchet. 36.
Here's Lance. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
And they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Evades him at the 20. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Watson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Looking to throw. Flushed out right. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Turn this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Max 22, Max 22. Focus, defense, focus. Hey, green. 22's coming, Mike. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Max 22. Red, cycle.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check 52. Alert. Hey, watch it.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. they stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 39, Lance. This one caught by Kittle. He's got room at the 30. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. 139 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Second down at 4. Now Lance going to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Hey, check mega. Jim. Slam. Hey, full fury. Show it up. Check it out, read.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Charlie Warner, the tight end, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust. But that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Down, flat, 95. Watch the slip. Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Yellow, go. Rush, because I'm about to take it. Wait. 22, he's coming, 22's coming.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Got one. Under crush. Ultra. Go ultra.
Kill.
Hey, go steal.
Check. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Check 4.
McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Here we go.
Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. On second and very short, Watson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watson on third down. That is caught inside the 5. And the Browns are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. But this game well in hand. Perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in, and he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, and that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, this is the ideal situation, the fourth quarter. You come out here late, not much time on the clock with a comfortable lead, and put the final nail in the coffin.
Yeah, this offense, all game long, they've been powerful, they've been dangerous. You're exactly right. They can end this one on their own terms.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
22, exit.
Here's Lance to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. He hit us first, this one from 38. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland. NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Cleveland Browns and the San Francisco 49ers. Kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Steal, check, steal.
Check, hot, check.
Ready,
back to throw. Lance. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football. Knowing full well, he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15.
check, smash.
Back, back, back. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch twins, watch twins.
Blue striker.
24, check 24. Hey, what's that? What's that? Check Mike 54. Mike.
Working. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Ultra, ultra.
Check 9, check 9. Chef.
Operating from the gun. Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Switch. You go take. You go take 31. Alert 3, alert 3.
Here's Watson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Watson. Here's a diving catch right side. Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And Chubb will try the middle here. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. They'll run for it. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run for Nick Chubb. And the Browns' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. An early decision point here, Charles. Maybe one we'll look back on later. They go on 4th and goal, and they punch it in for the touchdown.
We always talk about how football is a game of confidence, and that's how you get it right there. Leave your offense out there and tell them, I believe in you. And they pay it off with 6 points.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 3. Jump.
Check. Lucky 4.
Hunt going to run for it. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But, Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Blue there. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Hey, watch the leg.
Ready.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. But that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They run again with Hunt. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 1 quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Ultra. Go ultra. It's just me and you. It's just me.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Smash, red.
Bang, bang. Check 13. Check 13.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Lance. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Throwing on second and long. Watson. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And drive almost whiffed on it. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Okay, ready?
Check. Kill.
Black Ultra. Ready, go.
On first down, Lance.
Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. 8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the second quarter.
Ready.
2nd and 2.
5-97.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Undercrunch.
Kill.
On second and a couple.
Lance
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete there to the cloud. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Safe. Alert flare.
Fly through.
37's the Mike 37.
From the 35 on second down, Lance finding Gray going across the field. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 13-yard line. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd.
There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way into the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Now Cade York for the extra point. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And he's got it. So they decide to still go for it even after the 5-yard penalty, and they convert.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Rush in. Rush in.
12, 10. Blaster, 6.
37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Now Lance.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready?
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Switch.
Red, cycle. Yellow, zoom.
Banjo. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
Watch the run.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Escaping the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And some space here.
And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line.
No pain, no gain.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
They'll try the air now with Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore.
And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
He's got this complete to Ayuk on the out route. Finding space at the 40. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
52 blaster. Drill green. Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37.
To throw, it's Lance.
He gets it to Matthews, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
The Browns drive about to get started.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this 2nd half. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Faking the give. Now Watson. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
128 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Chubb running right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb.
He'll get this down to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Second down at 7.
They run right side with Hunt.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
This is caught. Touchdown.
Deshaun Watson finding Amari Cooper. And the Browns drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll try and run for it with Johnson. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for, felt good about being aggressive and going for it, and right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 67 yards. And the Niners are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for two. Lance going to try to throw for this. It's complete. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Browns drive about to get started. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. On first down, it's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a fourth down. Running for it, here's Chubb. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 34 yards. And the Browns have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here. Hunt going to run for it. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Throwing again on second down. Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Black 40, you, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So now on comes the Browns offense as they'll try for 2 more.
Check it back.
Check 59. Watch the safety creep. 59. Check 50. Let him go.
Hunt going to run for it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Lance. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Lance got his target, Samuel. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. Call it a gain of a yard, and that'll make it second down. Shotgun now for Lance. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
On the double. Hey, check mega.
Here we go. Check three, check three.
Need old blue.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Lance now on first down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.